to look at the future, you need to look at the past. One of my favorite quotes is that the future is actually really easy to predict. It's just hard to say when it will happen. Okay? Hoverboards, yeah, they're coming. Timing wasn't too bad either, only got it a year off. Flying cars, maybe, yeah. When? Everyone got that completely wrong. But let's go back into the past. And the problem with humans is that we actually have very, very, very poor collective memory. We forget how bad things used to be. And then we complain about things now as if they were like they used to be. 1998, who was working back then? Normally in the room, like no one was when I'm presenting, but I think in this audience I'm safe. 1998, I was at university. I was final year university, and I was doing my research, and I actually did something quite unique. I did 100% of my research for my final year project using the internet. I did not refer to a single book. I had to get special permission from the dean of the faculty to actually do that. And it became a bit of a thing for me. It was like, yeah, I'm going to do this internet thing. But I did not use Google to do any of that research. Google was this new kid on the block. I was using, who remembers the search engines? Who remembers what they were called? Yahoo, kind of. Wasn't really a search engine, it was more like a listing. Anyone else? Alta Vista, thank you. Anyone else? Lycos? Alta Vista? All these names have been relegated to history. And what did Google do which was quite good? It was simple. So we trawled the internet, we indexed all of the websites that we could, and Larry and Sergey came up with a really good algorithm to deliver a very meaningful result, which was not touched by humans. Okay? It was completely algorithmic, unlike Yahoo, which was actually organized by people to say this is the thing which is the best out there. And what we delivered that as was a series of 10 blue links. Now, who remembers having to go through and click on 4, 5, 6 pages to find what you were looking for? When last did you click on the second page of the Google search results? They say it's the best place to hide a dead body. and that's only 1998. Now, there's something else really strange about that picture. 2 things, actually. Really, 3 things, actually, now that I look at it. Completely bizarre and alien to anyone who was born recently, like this year. 3 things. A floppy disk, or stiffly in that case. Okay? Completely different meaning today. A CD-ROM. When last did you use a CD-ROM? Right, when last did you use a DVD player? Yeah, I don't have a DVD player. I do not own a CD-ROM. I've got hundreds of CDs. I cannot play them. They are useless to me. I stream it all to my phone using video, Spotify, or one of the others. Okay, that screen. Anyone still use a screen like that?
Those buttons.
Yeah, those buttons. Okay, so things have fundamentally changed in the technology space. Today, we index 60 trillion websites. I don't even know how big a trillion is. Okay, I can't even conceive such a large number. We do that every single day to give you the freshest, most meaningful results. And we have to make sense of those results and answer the questions which you ask us. Now, do you know that 15% of all the searches made on Google every day we have never seen before? It's a staggering thought to me. Again, I struggle to wrap my head around it. How do you answer a question which you've never heard before? Okay, who has an iPhone? Raise your hands. Most of the people in the room. Who doesn't have an iPhone? Oh, no, it's about half off. Okay. Who's got a BlackBerry? All right. Very interesting. One person. One person. Okay, you broke that for me. 3 years ago, if I told you that BlackBerry was finished, would anyone in the room have believed me? Why? Because you were all heavily invested in building services for BlackBerry and thinking about what BlackBerry was going to do, customers using their BlackBerries, and you were using your BlackBerry yourself. So if I told you that you would have thrown your BlackBerry away and had something much, much, much better, You wouldn't believe me. This smartphone revolution, I don't think there's even a word to describe it, is the fundamental driver in the macro technological scene at the moment. It is redefining everything which we understand about computing, everything which we understand about interacting with computers. And it is by far the thing which Google is the most interested about and capitalizing on. I mean, how is it possible that a website suddenly has 1.5 billion users on it? How is it possible that YouTube, we can upload 300 hours of video to YouTube per minute every day? Okay, this can't happen in the natural world. This is the paradigm shift of technology. And we're going to be interacting with technology in many, many different ways. Anyone know what an Amazon Echo is? Anyone heard about it? It's a little device that you sit in your room, and the microphone's always on. And when you want to buy something from Amazon, you just say, hey, Amazon, please order whatever I want, and it gets sent to you. Okay? It's real. It's there today. At Google, we like to think that we build technology which is accessible to everyone, and works the same for everyone. Whether you're a president, or you're someone sitting in a township with a basic smartphone, we give you the same product. You get the same experience. And the big drive at the moment, so we've connected about 2 billion people to the internet in the world. It still leaves 5 billion people that are not connected. Take our kids, older people, there are a good 3 billion people that are still itching to get online. And that's really where we are focusing a lot of our energy and attention. How do we bring them online? And a big part of that is the Android ecosystem and the Android platform. And you have a look at those. Now those phones over there, slightly smaller than this, so the screens aren't quite as sexy as your iPhone 6s on the table. But the difference is that 432 Rand, which you can go buy right now in pretty much any store you like, you can effectively do everything which you can on your iPhone. All of the information, all of that knowledge, all of those apps, they all work on that device. And that for me is an incredibly liberating idea. Imagine what you can do when the entire world has access to these devices. And stuff that you are so used to doing every day is now literally everyone in the population who's got 400 Rand in their pocket. Okay? Now you may say, Brian, but you're crazy. Smartphones, that's not going to happen. Do you know what MTN's original business plan was for the number of cell phones to be sold in South Africa? Their 10-year business case. It was 500,000 devices. That's what their optimistic projection was. That was their business plan, was 500,000 devices, because it was going to only be for the elites, the people who could afford it. So imagine a world when every single person has the power of all of the internet in their hand, and it's with them all the time. Did anyone see the article about how our artificial intelligence is green? Now, artificial intelligence is a very complex subject. So our engineers said, well, I wonder what's going on inside those neural nets. When we show them a picture, how do they interpret and understand that picture? And they showed those pictures on the screen, and they saw this is how the machine learning put structure into the pictures. And you can see in there, there's like some weird peacocks and clouds and dogs. There's a face of a dog over there. And when we are looking at, this gives us into an insight about what's going on inside the computer. So these are truly thinking machines. So what does this mean for us? Well, in Google, the two major themes, and I think this is relevant for tech overall. One is mobile, as I've already spoken about, and the second is machine intelligence. We're going to talk about how we're using these two together to create a future, and many other companies too. I mean, we certainly don't have a monopoly on this. I want to talk a little bit about the thing which I'm most passionate about, and that's about search. Google's mission is to organize all of the world's information and make it universally accessible and usable. Quite a big challenge. And we've done pretty good there. But what we haven't been good at in the past is getting those results to you which were exactly what you needed. We give you a bunch of websites which probably had the answer which you wanted if you clicked into it, but we didn't actually know, we didn't actually understand the content of what you wanted and couldn't give you the answer. Larry says that the perfect search engine will give you the answer before you've asked for it. Now, a lot of the information which we have, we don't actually have very good data about. I don't know if any of you have built websites or uploaded photos to the internet somehow. Have you tagged those? Are you very good at tagging your photos, tagging all your friends? Where did it happen? When did it happen? Some are better than others. By far, the vast majority of the photos which are sitting on your phone, which are sitting on the internet, there's just no metadata for. So how do we know what's going in there? This is actually an example, this is public data, of how our AIs are automatically captioning photographs. Now have a look there. So we're looking at that photograph, that AI which I showed you earlier on, top left-hand side over there. That was not written by a human being. It was written by a computer, and it says a person riding a motorcycle on a dirt road. A group of young people playing a game of frisbee. That's incredibly specific. Okay? Remember, this is not being captioned by a human being. And that captioning can be done in every language at the same time. It's not an English thing. Right? So now suddenly, when we're indexing those photos, and you want to see photos of people playing frisbee, we don't need to rely on someone else to say that, that's what this photo contains. Our search engines understand it. Now the job's not done. Top right over there, a dog jumping to catch a frisbee. Not quite what that photo shows. So it's not perfect, but I think the trend's pretty clear. All right, this is extremely exciting for me. What's even more exciting is this is available in today's technology. So if you actually do a search on your phone through the Google app right now, and on the left you say search for pictures of people riding bicycles, lo and behold, you get pictures of people riding bicycles. And you search for the more specific thing of children, and you get a completely different result. Okay, that is real artificial intelligence at work, or machine learning at work today. Okay, I'm hoping that your brains are kind of spinning about what does this mean for financial services? What does this mean when you ask a computer to make sense of your financial mess that is your life? What insights could an artificial intelligence or a machine provide, maybe which your financial broker wouldn't even know about? Okay. For me, I think that's kind of the future of financial services. This over here is an example of a service which has just been launched. It won't be on any of your phones. It's called Now on Tap. So what we want to try and, has anyone had the experience where you've had Google pop up and tell you that you're going to be late for a meeting or late for a flight? Okay, we can do that because we know where you are. If you've shared the information with us, we know what your calendar looks like. We know what the traffic situation is, and so we know how long it'll take you to get from A to B. That experience, then if there's an accident on that road and it's going to take you longer than you thought to get there, that's a really, really, really helpful experience. Okay, and for that, people are willing to trade a little bit of their data, obviously in a secure way. We're taking that a little bit further by, can you actually search? I'm going to try to do a demo over here. So I'm going to search for something. So firstly, I'm going to actually say, okay, Google, who is the lead actor in Spectre? Saying in Spectre. Okay. Okay, Google, who is the lead actor in Goldfinger? Let's try that one. Here's information from IMDb. And showing me Sean Connery, James Bond in that. So that's voice search working. I'm going to ask something. Okay, Google, how old is Sean Connery? Sean Connery is 85 years old. Okay, Google, how tall is he? I think I clicked it. Okay, Google, how tall is he? According to New York magazine, Becky Britton, his assistant, told me he says he's 6 feet tall, so I'm sure he is. So there's a little bit of humor. Notice that I didn't ask how tall Sean Connery is. Okay, I don't know if you picked that up. Right, I asked how tall is he. I just had a Star Trek computer engagement with my phone. Right, now, You've seen this, so it's cool. What could be easier than talking to your phone? Right? Well, this is what Now on Tap is. So on the left-hand side over there, I'm having a conversation that could be in WhatsApp, it could be in Skype, it could be anything which is on my phone. You can see I'm asking myself, I'm not a very interesting person, so I often have conversations with myself. I'm asking myself what I'm going to do next week and do I know any good restaurants? By touching one button and holding it down, Google analyzes what's on your phone, analyzes the context that you have, and then will hopefully provide some sort of a useful answer to you. You can see a series of cards that come up showing, James Bond, because I said we want to go see the new James Bond movie. It's giving me a local restaurant, or it's giving me the details of Turn and Tender. If I tapped on the Turn and Tender card, I could either then go and call it, I could book an Uber to it if I wanted to, I could phone it, I can see the reviews on the website. That's with zero interaction, with one click, so zero typing and no voice interaction. That's kind of where we're going when it comes to all of this intelligence. Cool. So what does this mean for financial services? Well, fintech, and I'm by no means an expert in fintech, I'm sure other people here know a whole lot more than me, can be seen as kind of a new social in terms of where the VC money is going. Silicon Valley, London, New York are littered at the moment with these exciting new startups. They're all trying to take these two big technology themes of mobile and machine learning, or machine intelligence, and applying it to financial services problems. And there's lots of different areas here. The one which I personally love is personal financial management systems. Does anyone use something like 22/7 or it's called Mint in the US? Does anyone use it? Okay, one person. Fascinating. It's changed my life. It's given me a completely different view of my finances and how I use it. Does everyone know what it is? You basically give this third party your bank account details, username and password, okay, with all of your investment details and the loans which you have, to then present to you in a completely different way. All right. In my view, this is the future of financial management for individuals. And I know the questions about privacy and what about this and will people do it? Think about people that have grown up with technology as just part of their lives. Okay, technology is not something which they are afraid of. It's something which enables them to do completely different stuff. And if you can provide an incredible service, of course I'll give you my password, because I know that no human being can ever see that password. It's a machine, and I can trust the machine more than I can trust my dodgy financial advisor. And that's similar to all of us in this room. Okay, but I was having a conversation earlier. My kids learned how to use a smartphone before they could speak. All right. They think about this stuff in a completely different way. The other very interesting area for me applying machine learning is investment advice. Actually managing investments. Right? Lots and lots and lots of work happening in that space. Lending, then there's like crowdfunding stuff. So this is a hot space. But the thing tying all of this together is mobile. No one in this space is doing stuff which isn't mobile first, which isn't smartphone optimized, designed to be run using a smartphone. We're not building these things for a desktop first, and then maybe people, if they want to, will use their phone. It is mobile first. And they're all trying to figure out how to use machine intelligence to do a better job than human beings.